Yo, kamusta po kayo? I hope you're doing well and welcome to the channel. So, for today's video, we are going to have a chat about staying consistent. Ano bang ibig sabihin ng pagiging consistent? And then, we're also going to be preparing, syempre titikman rin natin, one of my favorite Filipino ulam, Filipino dishes. It's definitely in my top two. We're going to be making pork sinigang, okay? And then, towards the end of the video, if you guys are interested, stick around. I'm going to be sharing a physique update. So I'll just be sharing, some of the progress that I've made over the past few months. And yeah, I'll see you there. So bro, sobrang simple lang ng post-workout meal ko na to, no? This is actually the first time that we're trying this, but it's literally just a piece of toast, konting avo, squeeze of lemon, and this is cottage cheese. It doesn't really have too much of a taste. Medyo mild siya, but it's a good source of protein. And I mean, it's cheese, so why not? And then, ilalagay lang kami ng konting honey for extra carbs and konting sweetness. We're all about them flavors, bro. And then, mahilig ako sa pepper, so lagyan natin ng maraming pepper, freshly cracked pepper. And then, for an extra kick, chili flakes. It's not really spicy. Just, konting heat. It's always good. Slice that in half. And then, try natin. Tikman natin, bro. Let's try it out. Okay. Let's see. Here's the cross section. Kita naman natin. Masarap yung avo, fresh avo. Boom. Ngayon natin ng maayos. What's the verdict? Approve? Approve. Sarap. Okay? Sarap. Yeah. Chill lang.
Sama rin ng konting honey, kaya hindi ko padami.
Sarap. Sarap yung avo. Perfect.
Yeah, perfect yung avo. I think, sarap siya. I think kung medyo crunchy yung toast.
Yeah. Tsaka yung cottage cheese sobrang
Wala siya.
masyado. Like texture lang siya really.
Yeah.
But it's a good source of protein. Yo, what's up, bro? I mean, I've always known the importance of staying consistent. We know that's important, right? But it's also better to be consistently doing the right things. There isn't much value in being consistent if you're doing the wrong things. Like with this YouTube thing, making videos and stuff like that. I'm not sure if this is the first time you're seeing one of my videos, but I have made some in the past, and up to now, I suppose I am still in my experimentation phase. So parang nagtatry lang talaga ako for now, and so far it's been really interesting. There are videos that do better than others, and I'm still in the middle of figuring out how I want to take or how I want to go about doing things. But the main thing is I want to be able to connect with you. And it's pretty interesting trying something new and then trying to figure out ways on how you can go about bettering things, Like, titignan mo kung saan mo kaya ito pwedeng improve, or like, titignan ko kung am I doing this correctly? Am I doing this right? So, it's really sort of important, I suppose, in order to do that, to have some level of self-awareness. I think, as I was saying in one of my previous videos, you need to be able to criticize yourself, just so you know. I was actually having this sort of conversation with a mate. We were talking about the importance of self-criticism, and that is true, because otherwise Parang nasa sarili mong bubble and you don't really see yourself for who you truly are. One of those things. But anyway, um, so I think I'm slowly starting to figure out a way to move forward and a way to do it consistently, which is very exciting. You know, when something clicks, you're like, oh, this is what I've been missing. And dude, it's pretty awesome feeling. Being consistent is a result of, to begin with, having enough motivation to actually push yourself outside of your comfort zone. So I totally understand if you don't want to do something because it is intimidating or because you don't really know how to begin. Well, starting something or beginning something is one of the biggest steps anyone can take. It's actually the biggest step, I think. So, say for example, you're wanting to go to the gym. So, first off, you need the motivation to actually get your butt in the gym, and then you move on to having enough discipline. You know, you build your self discipline. Hindi naman kasi yung self discipline hindi siya, you don't just acquire it out of nowhere. Like, here's self discipline, and I'm gonna take a sip of it. Boom, instant discipline na akong tao all the time. It doesn't work like that, right? So, self discipline is something that we need to work on. I've been I've been sort of working out, exercising for the past 10 years now, I think. And sometimes I still find myself needing to force myself to get out of bed in the morning because sometimes it's just that hard. So I completely understand how challenging it is. Dude, last week I was in the gym, right? I saw this, I'm gonna call him, he was fat. Okay, he was obese, he's a fat guy, and he was working his ass off. I looked at him and I thought to myself, man, this guy is working way harder than me because he has it so much harder. Dude, being in that condition and um, look, I'm sure he has a happy life, right? But the fact that he's in the gym wanting to better himself, wanting to improve on himself, means that he wants some form of change, right? Um, when I saw him, I thought to myself, dude, what a champion, bro. Because I understand that it's not easy. As I was saying, minsan ako tinatamad pa rin ako bumangon. But I just force myself. And dun mo na-develop yung self-discipline mo. And then dun mo na-develop yung being consistent. Right? Because, you know, hindi mo naman pwedeng sabihin na, okay, I'm consistent now. You just have to consistently show up. Diba? And do the work. That's the only way. And it's actually pretty interesting because it's not really supposed to be easy, right? It's supposed to challenge you. That is exactly how you find out that it's good for you, that it's actually making you a better person. Kasi nga, it's challenging. It provides you growth. So, you know, that's just sort of, it's pretty interesting na may mga ganong, first off, capacity tayo, may mga ganun tayong potential as human beings to be self-disciplined, to restrain ourselves. Dude, I understand the sobrang daming temptations all around. Daming food, di ba? Like, let's face it, dude, masarap naman talaga kumain. It's nice. But, you know, at the same time, it's also important that you do not overindulge. Kasi like, dude, gluttony, that's just one of the 7 deadly sins, right? I mean, just think about that. May reason kung bakit dapat hindi crazy kumain. You know, like, it's moderation is key. That's just what I think, right? This is just my own philosophy kind of thing when it comes to food. But yes, so I understand how hard it is, and I'm here to tell you that it is supposed to be challenging, and that is exactly how you find out that you're supposed to be doing it, because it's going to change you, bro. You can do it. Whatever it is that you're wanting to try out, I'm sure you can 100% find a way if you choose to. Um, Maybe next time I can talk about the importance of um, how you actually speak to yourself mentally, how you perceive certain things, because that plays a part in forming your mindset. Obviously, kung lagi kang negative thoughts and you see yourself in a negative way, then I hate to break it to you, bro. Your life's gonna be negative. Attract mo lahat ng negative energy, and that's no good. But if you know, you come across a problem, you try and find ways, you're positive, you're optimistic, even though sometimes it's hard to be. You choose to challenge yourself because you know it's good for you. I tell you what, it's going to be challenging, bro, but it's going to be worth it. Because the amount of, not the amount, but the level of self awareness that you develop is pretty astounding. So, dudes, let's do it. Pork sinigang, here we go. Okay, so gagamit ako dito ng 1 kilo ng pork belly. I feel like you can use whatever cut of pork you want. Basta may somewhat good mix ng fat and meat. Some people would put like the bony parts, like ribs, kind of. Parang ganon. Do people do that? I feel like that would work. But anyway, I'm using pork belly here. And yeah, hiwain mo lang, bro. So mas I'm slicing my pork belly a little bit thicker than others probably would. Ito may buto. I remember this one. Do it. Yun. Kasi isuslow cook naman natin sila. So, you know, mas gusto ko mas chunky ng konti para hindi madaling madurog yung baboy. It's a tough one. Ayaw, bro. Yan. Sige. Gigil na ako dito, ah. Yun. And then naalisin ko lang yung buto. Naisip ko, there's no way that I'm gonna be able to slice through this bone. So I thought I'll just slice the entire thing off. And that worked. So that's what we're doing. Okay. Some oil. Little bit of extra virgin olive oil. And then we're just sauteing onions and tomatoes. Pero mag-umpisa tayo sa sibuyas. Easy lang yan, bro. Hindi ako naghiwa nito. Yung personal sous chef natin / girlfriend ang naghiwa ng vegetables. So, shout out sa'yo. Much appreciated. Anyway, okay na yung tomatoes. Ay, medyo okay na yung onions. So, tomatoes naman, nilagay na natin. Sobrang basic lang ito, guys. Like literally anyone can do this. If you're like, I don't know, if you're living on your own, if you're a student, or you know, you're missing home, whatever, you're overseas, working, studying, you're Filipino, you know, you can try this. Or even if you're not Filipino, you can try it. It's pretty simple, but it's good. So I've just added the pork belly, sauteing the pork with the onion and the tomatoes, and then I added a little bit of patis. So may konting patis. And then nung medyo masaya na ako dun sa pagkaluto ng pork, I added some water, put that to a boil, and then boom. Once it started boiling, I turned the heat down a little bit just to chill it down, you know, relax it a bit. And then relax lang. So that's just gonna cook. Hey, remember, bro, keep your station clean. Your workplace has to be clean. So while that's happening, a few minutes pass, and then I add in the Sinigang mix. Nor, I would use like the actual tamarind fruit if you have it, but I don't have it, so I'm using this. It's pretty good. Okay, in hindsight, I probably would want this to be boiling a little bit more than that. And I feel like I added way too much of it. And we'll find that out a little bit later. So in the meantime, I'm adding some pepper because I like my food peppery. So there, I'm just checking the doneness of the pork. It's getting there, but it's not there yet. It's looking like it's turning into sinigang, but it's not finished yet. Boom. So this is the first time I'm tasting this. And I was not really surprised by how sour it was, because I did add way too much of that mix. So I was feeling pretty disappointed kasi masyadong maasim. And medyo nagpanic ako ng konti. Pero sabi ng girlfriend ko, you know what? Why don't you magtanggal ka ng konting sabaw and then magdagdag ka ng tubig? So simple. And that's what I did. Nilagay ko na rin yung sili para mas lumasa siya. And check lang natin ulit yung lasa. Now, nung tinikman ko to ulit, sabi ko, perfect. This is what I'm looking for. Ganun lang pala. Pag masyadong malaki yung sabaw, edi bawasan yung sabaw, nagdagan ng tubig. Easy trick. Now, I added some more pepper. Konti pang patis. Just a touch. Just a touch, man. Kasi meron naman akong patis on the side. And I can always just add more. And pag masyado nang maalat, I don't like it. Mix lang natin yan. And then we'll leave it to cook a little bit more. Nung medyo naging ready na, lagay ko na yung eggplants. I love eggplants. Kahit anong klaseng luto ng eggplant, I love. While that is happening, prepare muna natin ng ating sauce. Now, my girlfriend likes bagoong with her sinigang. I tried it. It's nice. Interesting. Hindi lang pala sa kare-kare gumagana yung bagoong. For me, I like chilies tsaka patis. Simple lang. Look at that, bruh. Eggplants are getting there. It's cooking, bro. Now, lagyan na natin yung ating beans. Let that sit there for a bit. Mix muna natin. Tingnan natin yan, oh. Malambot yung pork, bro. It's looking pretty juicy. Looking pretty tender. Nice. Now, at this point, hininahan ko na yung apoy, and we love kangkong. We love water spinach. So we're gonna put a whole bunch of it. Boom. Wala makakaligtas. Pasok ka dyan. Just push it down a bit. Don't get too crazy. Dahan-dahan lang. Baka tumapon yung sabaw. Push mo lang ng konti. Now, mga, 2-3 minutes? And then, while that is happening, prepare muna tayo ng ice on my glass so I can pour my kombucha over it. I think it's ready, bro. It's time to serve. It's lunchtime, brother. It's lunchtime. Yay! Let's go. Yun, ang daming veggies, bro. Nalaglag, tikman natin. Crunchy. We got some brown rice. Beautiful. The fish sauce, chili I made, and sinigang. Boom. Let's try that. Hint of sourness. Hint of sweetness. Well, not sweetness, but from the onions. And the richness of the broth. Let's get our veg. Let's get our veg in. I know, napapansin mo, nagtataka ka rin siguro, bakit diyan ko nilagay yung camera? Hindi niya tuloy malaman kung saan siya magpo-focus, sa pagkain ba o sa kamay ko eh. Alam ko. I'm sorry. Okay? We're learning here. And dinebate ko nga kung papakita ko pa to sa inyo o hindi. Pero you know what? I'm gonna own it. This is a process I'm learning and I am embracing it. So, anyway, next time, I will do my best na hindi sa kamay ko nakafocus yung camera, kundi sa pagkain. Anyway, so here's the bite. Good mix of veg, talong, kangkong, beans, pork belly. Ooh, and this time around, we're gonna add in some chilies, my friend, for a little bit of heat. Konting init sa bibig. Let's go. You go in there. Mix it in. Here we go. That is a mouthful, bro. Ooh, nalaglag. Here we go. Here's another bite. That's a mouthful. Look at all that veg, bruh. Dude, I must say, Nakakagutom yun. I don't know if it's just me, bro. I had this the other day, literally, and parang gusto ko ulit magsinigang. Anyway, let's move on. Onto the physique update. So, I've got my physique number 1. So, this is back in November, I think. November 2024. You know, a bit chunky. I'm on the chunkier side. But you could see some gains. You've got the chest, shoulders, the traps. You can see a bit of lats. And yeah, you could tell that this person has lifted a weight or two in his lifetime. But yeah, a bit chunks. And then let's move on. A few months after, here we go. Side view, same area in the gym, same lighting. You could tell that I have gotten a little bit leaner, and that's pretty interesting. That's interesting to me, and I want to share it with you guys. And I'm going to be sharing how I go along. But in saying that, I'm not really trying to get like ultra lean or whatever. I still like eating. I enjoy my meals, my cheat meals. So I'm not gonna go too crazy. This physique is good, but I probably would want to be a little bit leaner, just to keep it tight, And yeah, I have started going on runs again. Nothing crazy, under 5Ks, but I run at a good pace, So we'll see how that goes. Anyway, I think I'll check back in with you guys in a bit because it's dinner time. So don't go away. We'll be right back.